My husband took his mom's side over me. I'm done. If I could bottle the exact moment I knew I was done, like really truly done, it would be last Tuesday, 7:13 p.m., that horrid yellow glow from our kitchen light hitting the sink full of dishes, the tap dripping like a ticking time bomb, and me standing there in socks soaked with juice from a sippy cup war casualty, and Mark, my husband, leaning against the doorframe with that infuriating, slightly amused look, like I was overreacting. Again. You could just not let it get to you, he said, biting into a leftover slice of pizza like this wasn't the third time that week his mother had dropped by uninvited and completely steamrolled me. No, Mark. I couldn't not let it get to me. It started with the laundry. Harmless, right? Except when it's my laundry, my underwear, my sports bras, my personal stuff, and I come home to find his mom folding it on our couch, with a smile, like she's doing me a favor. She even made a snide little comment like, looks like someone hasn't been keeping up with chores. I was silent. That time. The second time, it was about our toddler Lily. I had just started sleep training, finally getting past the endless nights and zombie mornings. And what does his mom do? Shows up mid-nap, barges in with some old wives' tale about how babies need to be rocked, and wakes her up. Again, I said nothing. I just swallowed it with that dry, scratchy lump in my throat. But Tuesday broke me, because that's when I found out they'd been talking behind my back. You agreed with her? I asked Mark, my voice shaking while I held the baby. Monitor in one hand and my phone in the other. I'd overheard the conversation when I walked in, him and his mom chatting while he thought I was upstairs putting Lily to sleep. She's just worried, babe. She thinks maybe you're, I don't know, overwhelmed. Oh, so I'm unstable now? I didn't say that, but you didn't say not that either. Let me back up. I'm Anna, 32, mom, former marketing exec, now home full-time. Because childcare was bleeding us dry, and honestly, I wanted more time with Lily, but I didn't sign up to be undermined in my own house. I didn't marry Mark to become some background character while he and his mom made parenting decisions over text behind my back. They had this group chat, yeah, without me, just the two of them, sharing photos I took, talking about Lily like, I was just the nanny, and even planning things for her I hadn't agreed to. You ever feel like you're being slowly erased? That's how it felt. That night, I locked myself in the bathroom just to breathe. I ran the shower, sat on the toilet lid, and let my tears fall quietly because I didn't want Lily to hear me cry. Through the thin walls, I could hear Mark flipping through channels on the TV, laughing at some sitcom. Meanwhile, I was coming apart at the seams. The next morning, I tried to talk to him again, calmly. I even made pancakes, like that was gonna help. Classic Anna, try to fix broken things with food and fake smiles. Mark, I need to feel like you're on my side sometimes. He looked up from his phone. What do you mean? I mean, when your mom criticizes my parenting or just shows up and takes over, I need you to support me. Not nod along with her and act like it's no big deal. She's just trying to help. You know she doesn't mean anything by it. And there it was. That stupid cursed sentence again. She doesn't mean anything by it. Every single time. She didn't mean anything by folding your underwear. She didn't mean anything by waking Lily up. She didn't mean anything by calling you dramatic last Christmas. You know what else people say? Intent doesn't erase impact. I stared at him across the table. His hair was a mess, his shirt inside out, and he hadn't even noticed. The same man who used to memorize my coffee order down to the foam pattern now. Couldn't see I was drowning right in front of him. So I decided something. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things or threaten divorce. I just made a plan. That afternoon, I packed Lily's diaper bag extra carefully. 2 days worth of supplies. I arranged for us to stay at my sister Laura's house. She has a guest room, a backyard, with a swing and, most importantly, boundaries. I left a note. Not dramatic, just factual. Mark, I need space. This isn't working. I need to feel safe in my own home. And right now, I don't. I'm with Laura and Lily. Please don't come until we talk properly. Alone. No more excuses. No more deflecting. We either fix this or we don't. When I got to Laura's, she didn't ask questions. She just hugged me long and tight while Lily curled into my shoulder, sleepy and soft. And that night, for the first time in weeks, I slept through the night. No interruptions. No guilt. No drip 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 of resentment ticking in my brain like a bomb. Just peace. But I knew it wouldn't last. Because Mark wasn't the kind of man to take silence well. And sure enough, the texts started pouring in by noon the next day. Where are you? You can't just take Lily and disappear. My mom's worried sick. This is ridiculous, Anna. And then, the kicker. You're blowing everything out of proportion. Boom. Just like that. Every ounce of hurt turned into fire. If he wanted to talk, we'd talk, but this time I wasn't going to play nice. This time I was going to show him what it felt like to be ignored, diminished, and pushed aside, because I wasn't blowing things out of proportion. I was finally, standing up for myself. You know that feeling when a dam breaks? Not all at once, but in cracks? Like, drip, drip, then a trickle, and then suddenly, you're drowning? That was me. Day 3 at Laura's. Lily was fine. Thriving, actually. Sleeping better, giggling more, even eating broccoli, which, let me tell you, was a miracle in itself. But me? I was a mess of what-ifs. What if I overreacted? What if I messed up my marriage? What if Lily grew up in 2 separate houses because I couldn't suck it up and play nice with my mother-in-law? And yet, every time I thought about going back, I remembered that stupid smirk on Mark's face, the way he'd laugh off my feelings like I was a child throwing a tantrum, and the audacity of him texting me, "You took our daughter without even asking me." Excuse me? I'm her mother, not the babysitter. So I sent him one message. We talk. Alone. My terms. No mom. That night, Laura stayed out with her husband and gave us space. She even left cookies on the table with a passive-aggressive sticky note. That said, don't screw this up. up. Love you both. At 7:01 p.m., the doorbell rang. I opened it to see Mark standing there looking like he hadn't slept either. Same hoodie from 2 days ago, scruffy jaw, and eyes that, finally, looked like maybe he got it. He didn't speak at first, just stepped inside, looked around, like he was seeing my life from the outside for the first time. Then, "You really left?" "No, Mark," I said, walking into the kitchen. "I didn't leave. I escaped." He followed me. "I didn't think it was this bad, because you didn't listen." Silence. I took a deep breath. "You know, when your mom called me a sensitive little thing last Thanksgiving because I asked her not to feed Lily whipped cream, I let it slide. When she dropped by and rearranged my spice cabinet because it was chaos, I swallowed. My pride, I turned to face him. But this, talking about me behind my back, planning things for our child without even looping me in, that wasn't just crossing a line, Mark. That was erasing me." He rubbed his face. "I didn't mean to." "Don't." I held up my hand. "Don't tell me you didn't mean anything by it. You didn't stand up for me. You let her treat me like a placeholder, like I'm just temporary." His face cracked then. "She didn't mean harm. She's just old school, Anna. She thinks she's helping. Then let her help you. You both can parent Lily together if that's what you want. But I won't be there for that." It came out colder than I expected. And maybe I didn't mean all of it. Maybe part of me still hoped he'd say the right thing, that he'd finally wake up and see me, really see me. He sat down on the edge of the couch, elbows on knees, staring at the floor. "I miss you," he said quietly. "I miss us. But I didn't realize how much I was choosing comfort over you. How much easier it was to let her run things than to fight back." I stayed silent. "I was scared, okay?" he said. "Scared of pushing her away, of upsetting her. And what about me?" My voice cracked. "Was I just collateral damage?" "No." He looked up, eyes glassy. "You were the one person I thought would always be strong enough to stay, that you'd let me screw up and forgive me later." I exhaled slowly. "Mark," I said, voice softening, "I can't be strong for both of us forever. I need a partner. Someone who tells their mother, 'No, Anna's the mom. We'll do what she decides.' Not someone who hides behind his mom's apron strings." He nodded. "You're right. You're completely right." And for the first time, I believed him. We talked for 2 hours that night. No yelling, no defensiveness, just raw truth. He admitted that he'd fallen into old patterns, that his mom always took charge, and he let her because it was easier than conflict. But he also promised, really promised, that it would change. That our family was me and him and Lily, not him and his mom dragging me along. But words are words. So I gave him terms. First, we'd go to counseling, together, every week. Second, his mom would no longer have a key to our house. Third, and this one made him pale a little, he would be the one to tell her. "Not me. I'll do it," he said. "But she's gonna be furious." "She already is," I replied. "Might as well give her a reason." The next day, he told her everything. I wasn't there, but he later told me she cried, said I was turning him against her, and accused me of being manipulative. But Mark stood firm. She said, "If I have to choose, I choose Anna," he told me, voice trembling. And Mom didn't like that. I hugged him, and for the first time in a long time, it felt real. No resentment, no holding back, just us. 3 months later, things are different. We're in therapy. We still argue. Hell yes, we do. But now it's honest, fair, real. His mom still sees Lily, but on our terms. She calls before coming. She respects boundaries. And if she slips, Mark is the one who speaks up. Sometimes I still get flashbacks of those nights. Those long, quiet, lonely nights wondering if I was losing everything. But now, when I look at Mark holding Lily on his lap, reading her some ridiculous picture book in that silly voice he does, I know I didn't lose. I fought, and I finally feel like I'm winning. Not over his mom, not over him, but over the part of me that used to stay silent, used to smile and nod and pretend I was okay. I'm not pretending anymore, and neither is he.